he puts them 1-0 up. And then in the 59th, I'll put that in my scrapbook. That's a really, really good free kick.
Tell you what, Barrett, the man with the experience, finally execute. Good free kick there for Nigeria.
It was indeed. I'd already written down 4-0 and to the game, and I've had to adjust my my scorecard. But let's have a look at it, what it was. First half, I think we were explaining the first half an hour of the first half. Could have been a bit scrappy, really, wasn't it? And then next thing you know is both sides start attacking a little bit more, and then just before half-time, Stephen Safo gets the a goal that is well taken, really well taken, and ends up in a position whereby he puts them 1-0 up. And then in the 59th minute, they bring on a fellow, or 54th minute, they bring on a fellow called Patrick Razors, a little chap. Comes in on the left-hand side.
Torment everybody.
He tormented the back four of Nigeria. They really didn't know where they were going. They turned them inside out. And he got a penalty given just on the edge of the box. Some people might have said, whoa, that was close. But I tell you what, the referee gave it, got the penalty. And Attinger, the man that eventually got sent off, sadly, was the man that took that penalty, and he took it well. 2-0 it was at that stage. And then just later on in the game, another one of those tormenting moments by Patrick Razors gets a decidedly much easier refereeing decision for a penalty when Eze brought him down, the big man there, number 6, brought him down. And it was this time Patrick Safu who came up, Stephen Safu, who came up to take that penalty. And that penalty means that he actually gets 4 goals. And those 4 goals is incredible. So he wins that. And great delight then for the people of Ghana. Even outside they're celebrating. They can hear the noise inside. They know it's a victory. They know it's a very good victory against their arch rivals. But the sad part about for them is they didn't see the goals unless they were watching on television, but they also didn't see a really good free kick from Ali as the last moment of this match for Nigeria to go down 4 goals to 1. Great crowd shots.
What an incredible tournament both teams have had. So tell you what, so we started in Takam, Ghana beating Gambia by 1-0, Ghana beating Guinea by 2-0, Ghana beating Mali by 1-0, and then losing to Nigeria by 2-0. Of course, Nigeria started the tournament with a 2-0 win against Liberia. Nigeria drew goalless with Mali. Nigeria drew goalless with Guinea, and then beat Ghana by 2-0. So Ghana topped the group A by 7 points actually, and they went on to look at the situation. But eventually, when it had to happen, Nigeria beat Benin by 1-0. Ghana also picking up a win against Niger.
Yeah, not only that, they've got the most goals in the tournament as well. They've scored 10 goals, and it proves everything, I suppose. They've got the 10 goals, and they've Nigeria end up with 7. And the Black Stars just salute the crowd, which has been unbelievably good for them. There's been a situation where the Black Stars have been not only just dominant in this particular match, they've had great support. And they came through, and I say it again, with maybe a controversial, lucky, but they got it, the one penalty that got them away from the knockout stages, and they got through, and they took advantage of that situation. So the old adage is, it ain't over till it's over.
Well, so looking up to the man of the match of this game, it has been a very entertaining match between the 2 giants of West African football, Ghana and Nigeria. And surprisingly, it turns out to be Ghana winning by 4-1.
Great contribution, great victory.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very, very happy to win the man of the match this evening.
And was it because of the crowd push?
Yeah, we want to win the match for the country and the club here.
You know that the president of CAF, Ahmad is here with his entire executive committee. Was it an extra motivation for you guys?
We motivate ourselves. Yeah, I can say that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So man of the match, needless to say, will be the man with the golden boot as well, and that's Stephen Safo. who gets himself a few shillings as well, I think, as being the trophy winner. And Mamadou Guy was the man just asking him those questions. Now he has to go back out and join his team. I think that's where I'd rather be at the moment, wouldn't you? I'd be out there celebrating with the crowd, having fun.
Tell you what, there's no only celebrating here in Cape Coast. All his fun in Brecum. He plays the club football for Brecum Chelsea. All of them. I'm sure they're on the street now celebrating his achievement here. Man of the match, and he goes home with a Golden Boot Award. Nigerian coach Salisu has some words for us.
Coach, a very heavy defeat against a good side of Ghana, supported by a wonderful public.
Yeah, we lost to a good team, and they deserve the win because they took their chances and they created more chances than us. It's a good lesson for us.
And how do you rate the tournament in general after what you have seen? Are you happy also with the performance of your boys?
Yeah, for me the tournament was good. The level of the play was high standard, and the level of my players, they did very well so far. But we come to one day you have to lose, and when you have to lose, you have to do so many mistakes. And virtually 3 goals we gave them away. But it's a good lesson for us. We go back now, then we see where we can develop our weaknesses and try to prepare our strength. But it's good to know for us to build the next team for Chan. And I think overall I can give it a plus.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So there we are, Yusuf, nice man that. He's gathered in some really good young players, and I think they've got something to look forward to.
Very honest, coach. Very honest. He just accepted the defeat. He knows that, well, his team didn't come into the party well prepared. They looked at the side, strapped with ice packs. They got frozen, and at the end of the day, they didn't come out the way they were supposed to. And now he admits, and the Ghana coach would have something for us.
Coach, you have the flag of Ghana on your shoulders, seeing your victory, joy, happiness, a brilliant victory, 4-1. Did you expect that?
Yeah, we have a belief in ourselves. I mean, we know what we can do. The other day, we promised our numerous supporters that come Sunday, the game will be totally different from the one we saw the other time when we were beaten 2-0. And true to our words, the boys have proven that they can really play into instructions. That is what they did exactly to turn the tables around.
We know that you are the assistant coach of the Black Stars. Have you seen players you think could soon join the A team?
Yes, the senior coach himself is here. He saw everything. But already we have Winfo Kobna and Samuel Safo, who went with them to the US. They went with us to the US and played. So we have a couple of them that gradually is fighting their way through to the senior side. I think once the head coach is here himself, he has seen everything and been reporting on daily basis to him. So he knows everything that is going on.
What do you have to say to the wonderful crowd?
We can't thank them. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, they have supported this team from day one until today. So all we have to say is that we thank them so much for supporting the team to achieve this height.
So there we are, the coach, Kanadu, just saying and making a reflection there on the fact that the senior coach is here. Senior coach Appiah, he's from the Black Stars main selection committee. And as I said, I spoke to him at breakfast this morning, and he was just saying he'd only flown in last night from Europe because he wanted to see this side. He got all those reports back on those players, and that was a really great opportunity to see these youngsters playing. Young Rebecca, here she is again, bringing out the trophy in typical Ghanaian coloured clothing. I love those colours. They are so spectacular and can only ever come from West Africa and Ghana in particular when you see those colours.
So you had a feast of good football there, and of course Rebecca with some smiles there, making her bright and shine. The Black Stars did shine today, and they had massive victory against Nigeria. That's a bit of, for me, it looks like an embarrassment to the Super Eagles. But of course, they came into the game looking like a side to replicate the same performance they picked up against the Ghanaians. And now the Black Stars had to come out boldly. I did say that this is where heroes are made and villains remembered.
Yep, and there's a lot of heroes with the national flag draped around their shoulders.
Let me tell you something about the young man you see out there. His name is Joseph Langabell. He is the chief drummer for the Black Stars. He is the man who comes out with all the beautiful songs for the national team, be it at the World Cup or any international event. And he's always going to give them a lot of songs before they sleep tonight. They're not going to sleep. They're going to sing, and Rebecca would love to smile again with the trophy.
Yeah, the big trophy, the first time it's going to be presented for the WAFU Cup of Nations. Sponsored by Fox Sports Africa. Been a great team behind this, including the WAFU delegates, the WAFU generation of the General Secretaries Akamalan from WAFU B, and Jama Bojang, the Secretary General from WAFU A, President Senghor, of course, from WAFU A, and President Kwesi from WAFU B. I say WAFU, I should really call them West Zone, but we've been asked, or should I say we've been told we can use the name WAFU by the President of CAF, Mr. President Hassan Hassan. Really good of him to endorse this tournament. And he says, if this is a reflection of what's going to happen in West Africa, we met him yesterday in Accra, I had the pleasure of meeting him. He said, this is what you're doing for football in West Africa. Please, go to other parts of Africa as well.
We certainly would have to. And so it's more of an exciting time, looking forward to that one. And we're going to see the medal presentation happening pretty shortly. And it's just been one entertaining atmosphere here in Cape Coast. So, full-time score, Nigeria 0, Nigeria 1, Ghana 4.
Yeah, we're in a position now where everyone is in total anticipation. People are not leaving. Those that have left maybe have got to get home early and got to get up for work tomorrow morning, but that's the only reason, I'm sure. The old superstars of Ghana football there as well.
Yeah, of course, you have Garba Lawal, you have Augustin Ahemfo, Tiakenting, Stephen Baidu, all of them part of the WAFU Technical Committee, putting down good names of players who performed well in the competition. And so the man I just spoke about, Joseph Langabell, here he is with Ahmed Adams.
I tell you what I will do while we've got 5-6 minutes here just to talk, and just to say well done to a fella that I've had the pleasure of working with for the last 6 months, a fella called Anthony Baffa. He really has been an absolute gem. And then Samuel, who he's brought over from, Samson rather, who's brought over from Nigeria to work with him. Both internationally recognised footballers, and also both internationally recognised aficionados now of FIFA and CAF. And I must say thank you and well done to both of them. You really have been a stalwart, or been an intriguing part of this competition to ensure that things get done properly.
Yeah, so the referees for the game today, who have played their part in making sure we had a very good game today, will be going in for the medal presentation. Referee Dawda Gay from Senegal. He's really had a wonderful game. He gave a red card to Vincent Atenga.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
He didn't just necessarily give it because he wanted to. Unfortunately, Atenga committed 2 fouls, stupid fouls, and therefore accumulation of 2 yellows makes 1 red.
Golden Gloves goes to the Nigerian goalkeeper. You spoke about him, Ezenwa Ikechukwu.
Well done, well done. You certainly were the best in the tournament in my eyes, and not that I, as I say, have any saying in the matter, but well done. Azina, well done, my friend, because you actually were. You didn't play 1 game, you allowed your number 2 goalkeeper to play, so he got at least a chance of playing in the tournament. And he's President Senghor, that is, from Senegal. Delightful man. And he's not only the president of Senegal Football Federation, he's also the president of WAFU, or West Zone A.
Good performance there from Stephen. Well, that's Ezenwa Ikechukwu. the Golden Boot award now to the man on 4 goals in the tournament, Steven Sappho of Brecum, Chelsea. Good player, and there you have him going for the Golden Boot.
That's heavy, let me tell you. I lifted that today when I was showing you. That's a beautiful boot. Well done, young man. I hope you have a really bright future. And we see lots more of you wearing the Black Stars shirt in future.
Also, Isaac Chum of Ghana also picking up the most valuable player of the tournament. Isaac Chum, you spoke about him as well, Barry.
I did. I thought he was a great... I'm not saying it because he's the captain of Ghana. I'm just saying it because I watched him throughout this tournament. He took control of the midfield. He defended well. He attacked. He was really, really a good player and deserves exactly what he's got there. Most valued player, as they call him, MVPs, but he's the best player of the tournament. Well done. Well done. The Minister of Sport for Ghana, very happy, I'm sure, to be able to give that award to one of his own people.
Well, so Golden Gloves go to Ezenwa Ikechukwu of Nigeria, the captain. Best player of the tournament, Isaac Chum of Ghana, and top goal scorer there for the tournament with 4 goals, Steven Sappho of Ghana. Niger placed 3rd after beating Benin 2-1. That was the early kickoff we had today.
So the 3rd place, the bronze medal, going to Niger, one of the surprise teams in the tournament. And when I say surprise, mainly because people didn't believe that they were going to play this well, but of course they've got a new coach, and he really has taken them by the throat and decided, come on, young men, you've got something to prove here. And well, they proved that. Francois, of course, was with the Côte d'Ivoire team in the great days of Drogba, the one where everybody thought they would win the Cup of Nations and they failed to do so, you might well remember. No one could believe it, that they'd lost, but he was a really good coach, and he'd proven it again with this young team from Niger. So watch out for these young men, because this team is basically a homegrown team, and very few foreigners, very few players rather, play in foreign parts from Niger. So they've done very well indeed. And as I say, Ben, the surprise package, I think, of this tournament, and people to watch out for. Everybody's giving medals. President Senghor there, just once again going here. By the way, he's the mayor of Gorée Island, which is well known and famous, of course, for its history in slave trading in this particular part of the world. A whole lot of castles and interesting historical places to visit down here in Cape Coast, where we are. Beautiful part. Adam Taylor next to him. Adam Taylor, he is the senior vice president for Fox on his left-hand side, as we look at it on the left-hand side. And Benin, the Niger players, happy to get their medals. And Benin, who they played in the 3rd place playoff, were also another side that didn't have to travel far. Next door neighbours to both Nigeria and Ghana, although they might say Togo's, of course, in between them and Ghana. My geography is pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so, but it's not far to come. They could come by bus, which they wanted to.
They were a side that had the opportunity of perhaps coming forward until they had to get some aggressive play and then get some players out, though. But they really came to sell themselves well, Nigeria. Their fans have come in numbers to support them. They're not disappointed, perhaps, but they know that they came in to give a huge account of themselves, Nigeria. And so 2nd place, not a bad one, because Nigeria was the last team to really arrive for the tournament, did they?
They did, in fact. They were in camp for a week. And whilst they were in camp, what actually happened to them was that because of the last round of league matches was played on the Friday night, the teams asked them to come out of camp. So that must have disrupted them somewhat. When they got here, their first game was, the first half of their first game, they looked like they hadn't even arrived. And then the second half, they played well and won that to go forward. But they've certainly put up a good performance, and nothing anybody can be ashamed of. Their performances was good. They just met a side today that was just on top of their game and didn't let them get away with anything.
Good game today for him, Ifeanyi.
Yeah.
Well, the Nigerians, good side. Well, they have chance to look at it too. They will be looking forward to that one and be hoping at least they can make amends with that one as well. The coach did say before the tournament, and at least when they had the first game, he did say they were going to use this one as a preparatory tournament towards the competition next year. And if all things being equal, there will definitely be some additions into their team going forward. And so the Nigerian Football Supporters Club have done a massive job to come all the way down to Ghana to lend support down to the team.
But you see a little bit here. You might see a special handshake, I'm not sure, coming through there, because that was Kamal Awal, and he was playing for Roda in Holland when Frank Rutten, who's from Fox, Europe and Africa Sports Executive, he was actually the CEO of the club. So the little smile as they went by each other there as they shook hands. And talking about shaking hands, the two presidents of West Zone A and West Zone B, the Fox men, being presented with the WAFU little presentation to say thank you.
Yeah, it's been a great organization, Barry, honestly. It's been good. You certainly have enjoyed yourself in Ghana. In this couple of weeks down, you're of course looking forward to coming back again, do you?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be back. Well, there we are. Just the acknowledgement of the fans that the champions of 2017 of the WAFU Cup of Nations is Ghana, and they now come forward to get their gold medals. The crowd still haven't left, few blue seats here and there, but the majority of people have stayed on to watch their heroes, the team that have given them perhaps a lot more hope than the senior Black Stars have done in the past, and I think it's now maybe a resurgence of young footballers coming through here. And I think to hear the coach Appiah this morning at breakfast tell me that he's going to include a lot of these youngsters in the squad, that will allow them to train with the senior players, allow them to get used to the style of play, everything that goes with it. It's very important to bring these youngsters through. And the man there, little fella, you can see how small he is. He actually caused absolute chaos when he came on, Razat. And Razat, in fact, is like a razor. Yeah. Razat is a good name for him because he cut his way through, Razak, yeah. Did he not? Cut his way through the Nigerian defence.
Well, so the atmosphere here at the Cape Coast Stadium really giving you an indication of what you've seen so far. The 2017 WAFU Cup of Nations, Ghana, the overall winners of the competition. The only game they lost was against Nigeria, and guess what? They humbled Nigeria with 4 goals to 1.
Yeah, they gave it back to them, didn't they? With interest. So there it is.
Well, so waiting patiently to have the trophy, the Ghanaian side, their captain, Isaac Chum, most valuable player.
And it's wonderful that the CAF president himself, Hassan Hassan, this is his first official duty. Do you know that, as a president? It's the first time he's doing an official duty. This is it. From the CAF president to the captain. Well done, Ghana. Well done. Champions, El Campioni of the WAFU Cup of Nations 2017.
Yeah, so good moment there, good celebration for Ghana. They are champions, defended the trophy, they won back in 2013, and here they are again, lifting the trophy for the second time in 4 years, and they will be massively celebrating this feat there. Maxwell Konedu again winning the WAFU Cup, but this time It moved from 8 teams to 16, and the Black Stars of Ghana have once again emerged champions.
Yep, they have, and should be very proud of it. I'm sure, Ben, in the amount of time that I've spent in your company in the last 2 weeks, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you, and I sincerely hope you and GTV, who I know you're very closely linked to, and I know that they've taken this telecast all the way through the tournament. I wish you well, I really do, and thank you for hosting us all here at the Cape Coast, and your Ghanaian hospitality has only been nothing but first class, and we really do thank you so much for your hospitality.
Certainly been a great moment and an honor to work out with this man, Barry Lambert. Steve Vickers came along, Paul Dempsey came. It's been absolutely fantastic. It finished here in Cape Coast, Ghana winning the 2017 WAFU Cup of Nations, beating Nigeria by 4-1, and Niger came third as well. But Benin also, what a surprise story it was for them. It's been wonderful. Thank you very much, everybody. Well, certainly, it's a moment of great joy for the Patrick Razak, the Razor, you call him.
The Razor. He cut his way through the Nigerian defence. He came on, the little man, and tore them apart, won 2 penalties, which were the deciding factor, after all said and done, of what this tournament was all about. Well done, coach. The assistant coach of the Black Stars, Maxwell Kanadu. Well done. You've got a group of young men there that you can be proud of, and I sincerely hope that they go on to make big stars of the Black Stars, and in the future we're going to see a lot more of them. That's what I'd like to see.
Yeah, so they are the stars in the making. The Kwame Kizito, Amos Frimpong, Isaac Chum, Felix Ado, and you can look at them again. Kelvin Ando as well, goalkeeper Joseph Ado, Emmanuel Lomote, Felix Annan. These are players who really have had to enjoy themselves, fought very hard, and they can celebrate deep into the night.
They surely can, and I'm sure they surely will. They go back to their hotel. They're actually staying at the Protea Hotel in Takoradi, and that's a really nice hotel down there, and the place that at the end of the day they going to be hosted by the innkeeper there. He's a nice man, and he's certainly got some really good staff on board to keep everybody happy in that part of the world. Stayed there a few times in my visits. So the crowd still hang in there. These are the support. These are the diehards, aren't they? These are the diehard supporters. So I think there's only one left thing to say. Thank you very much for joining us wherever you are around the world. Ben, thank you for your company. Production crew, really has been fantastic working with you, and it really has been a joy, an absolute joy to bring you the WAFU Cup of Nations 2017. Why don't we just say goodbye, au revoir, tot scenes. Why don't we just say that and watch a few of the highlights that bring back the memories of the past 16 days.
Certainly.